identify as a blind lady. I have been living with this impairment since 2007.
The kind of disability I'm living with is called the spinal cord injury.
I live with a disability called cerebral palsy.
I have an 11-year-old daughter, beautiful daughter called Oluwalonimi Ayinde. She's living with cerebral palsy.
I have cerebral palsy myself.
What inspires the work I do is my passion for helping children read. Irrespective of being a person with a disability, I didn't want that to stop me because even before the disability, I was already a teacher. So I've been teaching for over 12 years on the wheelchair now. That was why I had to adopt the means of teaching children online.
What inspires you to keep on pushing and going forward? My mom.
I continue to work after some rehabilitation and with support from my organization. But the biggest challenge I faced as I continued to work was mindset.
One of the challenges I face, being a career mom and a mom of a child with disability is currently I still do my children's school runs in the morning and in the afternoon. I can't just send anyone, trying to get her out of the wheelchair to the car. I would love to monitor that.
One of the biggest challenges I had as an employee in Nigeria was the lack of accessibility. So when I say accessibility, the lack of accessibility to transportation system to even get to work. Nigerian public transport system is not designed for people with movement disability.
We find it very difficult to be able to access lots of things in the workspace. I had to sometimes go back to the house to use the restroom and come back to school. It was not convenient.
A lot of organizations recruit online these days. Can the average person with a disability access your recruitment portal, whatever it is? If I'm visually impaired, can my screen reader read it?
And then their lack of belief in the fact that I can still bring value to the organization even though I now have an impairment.
Of course, yes. My disability has affected my chances of getting a job in the past because I went for an interview and the man that was interviewing me asked me if I could do the job. And I said, if I could go to school, then I could do the job. They say people with disability as a burden to the organization.
I remember going to my daughter's school one day and her caregiver was like, oh, she cried during school today. So I asked her, why did she cry? And she was like, she wanted to join the dance club. If she says she wants to join the dance club, then let her join the dance club. I mean, she doesn't have to do it like how other children are doing it. Or she can, you can push a wheelchair, she can throw her hands, she can kick her legs. That is inclusion.
My mom would always say to me, you don't have anything else to sell but your brain. Like for your remaining siblings, if push comes to shove, they will do manual labor. You can't walk because with which legs do you want to do the manual labor, which hand safe? So the only thing you have going for you that you're going to sell is this brain that God has given you. So we had better invest in this brain so you have something to sell for your future.
Organizations can help, persons with disabilities in several ways. Number one is as simple as having a ramp.
By making sure the environment is conducive, they have friendly staff who understand what disability means.
I'm going to a place where I need to use a switch, light switches. They are not accessible. I have to always call someone. Sometimes I don't want to call anyone. I want to do these things myself. So I believe all workplaces should, modify structures and make things accessible so that we can do them ourselves. It's not always we want people to assist us in doing these things.
My advice to young women who, with one sort of impairment or the other, who is starting their career is your talent is undeniable. You have a value that you are bringing to that organization that you aspire to work with.
And dress very well, because how you dress is the way they approach you.
Try to socialize. I see that a lot of people with disability find it difficult to socialize because they feel, I don't want anyone to see me. But then that's where depression sets in, okay?
For the places that you like, that do not have inclusive statements in the way they announce opportunities in their organization, still apply. You might be the person that would make them start their inclusion journey.